they'll be calling you a radical. So we got a lot of talk about on the nuclear front. So first and foremost, here in Utah, Obama delivered us an incredible blow on his way out the door. It's not bad enough he gave Kevin Blanche cancer. It's not bad enough the United States government and the Obama administration, the Bush administration, all denied, you know, the atomic veterans benefits of the murder of his father. It's not bad enough. Now, because I've been working closely with the governor. You know, Governor Herbert and myself, and Mike Lee for that matter, have something very much in common. Our fathers all died of leukemia, you know, and so that's what we do here in Utah. So, the Energy Solutions, freaking, I had them booted out of here. They want to bring the 700,000 tons of depleted uranium here. I had them kicked out. But Obama, they're headed to Texas, New Mexico. You know, Governor Herbert and I worked together on this. But on the way out, so he's filed an antitrust lawsuit, his Justice Department. Now think about this. Did he file an antitrust lawsuit when Bayer merged with Monsanto? Did he file an antitrust law when Shell merged with BP? The two biggest violations of antitrust law maybe in world history. Definitely not. No, but he will this, because that's how bad he hates us here. He's a sick, evil bastard. And so, so I'm waiting for the call to come in from the governor right now. I've been talking to his office all morning. You know, we'll wait till the Trump administration takes over and see if this flies. You know, I mean, the one silver lining, you know, I mean, God, Romney, really? Oh, my God. Oh, if you only knew what I know about the Romneys. You know, the so-called counterculturist, anti-establishment, anti-globalist president, turns out he's a globalist. So cabinet globalist, you know, just like Julian Assange. You know, they beat the whole drumbeat, you know, thing, and so he names the guy that says he wants Julian Assange dead. By the way, Pamela Anderson, from what the word I get, is pregnant with Julian Assange's baby. Is he alive? Yeah, he's alive, and he's alive. And you know, I got a tale to tell on that. But so to Illinois, the state of Illinois, the Cuomo Exelon bank bailout on chemo in New York City, the 7.6 billion that he's looting and robbing, it's spilled into Illinois. So it's in their house right now, and the legislature, you know. And there's some, you know, our great group of activists are battling, you know, and they call it the tax, but so they've reworked the bill because it was going to get shot down, and so, you know, it's just more looting. I mean, these guys play, no changes are permanent. Don't put me down as arrogant, you know, because I ain't bound to any of these governments, not freaking Trump, not, you know, Obama, not Clinton. Oh, hell no, I don't bow to any of them. I'm not a flag-waving freaking, you know, nation worshiper. Oh, hell no. So, back to the salmon numbers. So, the epic salmon collapse. I've been talking to Alaska. I've been talking to Washington. I've been talking to... So, they get leaked out. They're supposed to be out by today, which they're backing out. So, I got insiders all over. They're having fits. They're going crazy. So, the 2016 number came in Alaska, in Bristol Bay, came in at 48% lower than their low projection. By number. By weight, 75% lower. It's a catastrophe. So, the number gets leaked to me on the Bonneville by N.O.A.A. They're predicting 270 fall Chinook. 70 springers. Now, what were they predicting for 2017? You got to realize the billions and billions that was put into this program to bring back, which was supposed to capitulate in 2016. They had 1.3 million. You know, in 2015. Now, I love it how they had 580,000 was their number a month ago, and now they're trying to tell me 700. I says, you mean to tell me on the Bonneville you had 120,000 in November? You're liars. Of course they're liars. You know, they're trying to divide up for the commercial fleet out there. So the international pressure, by international law, there has to be an emergency closure on the Pacific Ocean, just like the sardines and the anchovies been for 3. This is the greatest story in your life, by far. 2.5 billion people eat out of the Pacific, but these arrogant people in Oregon, oh, they're my fish, it's my river. No, it's not. It's none of yours, you know. It's like your property tax. You don't own anything. You don't even own the hole they put you in. You know, it's not yours. It's not yours in your teeny, arrogant, freaking self-indulged lifestyle. You know, what are you going to do? You know, let them go extinct? I mean, think about that. The Pacific Ocean's in... Salmon go to sea for 5 years. It's like, oh, it's just El Nino, it's plumbing. All you people at Diablo and all these things, when we decommission a nuclear reactor, I want people to very much know that it makes jobs and not takes them. I mean, the whole spoof on Homer Simpson sleeping there, that's exactly how it is. I've been in lots of these reactors for my whole life. You know, I've been battling sending off Ray Diablo since I was a kid. Since, you know, Diablo the day it opened. You know, Jerry Moonboomer Brown, the liar, when he used to be against him, now he's for him, you know. Just like the musicians, when they were against him, now they're for him. You know, they were all frauds. All frauds, not me. So, that's the scam. Now, I was heavily involved with the, what they call the consent hearings. Now, everybody's asleep, nobody paid attention. I went, you know, they had them all over the country. I went to 3 of them, Boise and California. Remember, Bill Isis cry, ooh, how Isis, the billionaire worker, they won't bring it here, they should be coming here. You know, political theater. He cries, him and Gary cry, and I like all these agencies got their fingers in the San Onofre shutdown, and they want checks now. When I did all the work for them in a bone marrow transplant diet, if it wasn't for me, San Onofre would have never shut down. That's a fact. I mean, they leaked it to me. I'm the guy that broke that back. That's a fact, Jack. And so, he doesn't even show up to his own hearing. They say, okay, we'll come. I come, and I live in Utah. You know, full of cancer. Fighting for my life, walking the coast. You know, they took all my money. Mike Lee kicked me off my Medicaid because his idealistic stance. So what they're going to do, from what I understand, they're going to dissolve Obamacare. Then they're going to re-put in Obamacare, but they're just going to name it an exact different name, which they patterned that after Mitt Romney, who's going to get named. Do not kid yourself. The Mormon CIA freaking church has very few members, but they have lots of money. And they wield CIA power. You know, Orrin Hatch. You know, Mike Lee ain't got shit for power. Mike Lee's a fraud. He got his house foreclosed on. You do know that. He got $600,000 in the bank bailout. So, but that's the corruption, political theater, whatever. But, you know, Governor Herbert and I have been working together on this. You know, so they claim that Idaho has consented. I says, no, they haven't. Idaho has consented like a passed out girl behind a dumpster, Stanford. They claim that New Mexico has consented and West Texas has consented. Okay, then that's where it's going. And, you know, the Yucca Mountain thesis is going to come alive. Now, they've already filed. I want people to know this is San Onofre. You can wake up, go to sleep, whatever. I know this because I deal with the Department of Energy behind the scenes constantly. I have for years and years and years and years and years. With no money. One guy. You don't think one guy can make a difference? You know nothing about me. You don't think one person can make, you know nothing about Rachel Carson. So, they have filed for the temporary permit to stage it in New Mexico, and which I already know it's going there. You know, the MOX fuel from Japan, which they sent in the jet stream of Fukushima, burned out. And I want everybody, when these pro-nuclear who are got their fingers in their money, blah, 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 and they go at you, I want you just to make sure that you tell them. You don't even have to argue with them because they're just liars. They're all lying. It's just about the government subsidy. They make incredible sums of money. And there are very few people work at these reactors. But the average salary at a nuclear reactor is $150,000 a year. And they don't work. They don't do anything. They make giant money because of the government subsidies. The biggest welfare queens in human history is called nuclear energy. And so, which is nuclear bombs, nuclear energy and nuclear bombs, and the fake anti-nuclear establishment, which that's what they're, you know, a bunch of frauds. You know, I'm grassrooters, have been from day one. I rely on public donations and, you know, to do my work documenting the death of the Pacific Ocean. So, when they shut down these reactors, they create jobs, not take jobs. Because they put the low-lying fruit, people trying to get into the labor union, when they do the switch out, which takes, you know, very little time. They don't do it very often. That's the only time they have anybody working there. The decommission process will not take jobs away from the so-called San Luis Obispo economy. It will add to San Luis Obispo because it will add jobs. The decommission process is going to be a massive mass, which I call the post-ignorance project. Of course, you know, we had some rats and trolls hijack that on me. You know, took that away. I mean, you think about the attacks I've been under, because all we hear is a radio gaga on YouTube, right? Blah, 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 blah. I mean, the stuff that, you know, I'm an activist. We're getting results. This is a big deal in Utah. You know, so, I mean, of all things, this antitrust, when he won't take on Shell or BP, he won't take on Monsanto and Bayer, the greatest, you know, antitrust violations in human history. We went from the square deal to the, you know, New Deal to the Rod deal. Thank you, Greenspan, 0% interest rate. You've seen the debt lately? Yo, everything's fine, honey. Everything's fine. Honey, can't we refinance the house again? We just refinanced the house 3 months ago for the 13th time in California. Well, honey, you know, Jenny down there, you know, and Bob, you know, 2 doors down, they got a brand new, oh, you should see this new, you know, car they have. Ooh, it's nice. And, you know, $60,000, you know. Well, honey, we're already leveraged up to where the mortgage won't be paid off till we're 120. Well, that's all right. Let's throw it on our great-grandkids. Let's just throw it on them like we do nuclear waste at Diablo Canyon. When somebody argues, just say Fukushima. That's all you got to say. Fukushima. Fukushima has devastated the Pacific Ocean and the Pacific collapse. So the 2017 numbers that are being leaked out to me are beyond a catastrophe. They fall underneath the Endangered Species Act of the United States under the international one. The international one. There's the where it's going to be reality. 2.5 billion people. You know, this is going to cause famine. This is already going to cause starvation. This is going to cause, it already is. You know, the black plume, what is it? It's Fukushima. It killed the plankton, it killed the krill. And I like how they're testing for radio. How you test for something you don't even know what it is? I call it Fukushima. You don't even know. And Livermore will tell you that. We don't know what the energy is that's being released off there. We don't have no idea what it is. It's unknown, which Kevin Blanch hypothesized called that Fukushima. Broke the chain. Ed Ricketts, we broke the chain. You know, so when the healthy species move out, we get what we call pond scum. It turns black. It's the plume. You know, and so everything's collapsed. The Pacific Ocean's collapsed. Salmon go to sea for 5 years. I said this will be the smoking gun, and I'm the only one on earth that has freaking stayed on this. And, you know, nobody believed me, nobody believed me, nobody believed me. But sadly, Kevin Blanch, Doc Blanch Ricketts was right about even my old leukemia. It's going to give you leukemia, it's going to give you leukemia, and then I got leukemia. You know, my incredible, epic fight with a type of leukemia that 50-year-old men don't survive. They just don't survive it. And I have survived. And I did it without a bone marrow transplant, which is the other miracle. I was too sick. Oh, there, look what we got flying right here. He's swooping around. Maybe he'll come over here. Got a really big, beautiful hawk right here. Swooping. Come on. Here he comes. So, anyway, stay tuned. A lot of information here. So, I told the governor's office, I says, you know, let's wait till the new administration comes in. See if they want to go down this road. And I know Obama and Trump have already discussed the cover-up of Fukushima in heavy detail. It's ranked as national security. I got to get this. All right, stay tuned. Hello.